Welcome to Climbing Clouds. I just had a quick message for you. I went ahead and got into a spread here. I'm at my work right now, so this has to be kind of quick when I do the readings here. It's just a quick check-in. And so I have this spread that I just put out, and I can still draw on it spontaneously too. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I have here, looking into the chapter, this new chapter that we're walking into here. The world always signifies to me a doorway that's opening that we're walking into. And pulled a few moon cards. This is, the message is to take time to breathe out. So you might have been processing quite a bit in the last few weeks. And it's time to kind of breathe a sigh of relief that the difficult days are done, and it's time to build now, and to really plant some positive seeds. You know, we've got spring right around the corner. It's a great time to start some new manifesting seeds, so to speak, in your life. So if there are things or just events going on in your life that you're not happy about, or trends, I would say, you know, trends of movement within your own scope. This here is the full moon in Sagittarius, this card. It's saying to look at the bigger picture. Let me show you a picture of it. You can see the archer right here, and I'm always reminded of the archer during Valentine's season too, because of Cupid, you know, pulls back his bow, and it's kind of like a Sagittarius symbol. So anyways, I really think of that as like honing in on what you want in life. Like, what are your goals? What are you reaching toward? And what are you setting up for yourself? And it's a really good time to take inventory of that. Don't let your past hold you back. This is the South Node coming through, and I really honestly don't know much about nodes, but I take this as definitely a positive message to allow, kind of like forgive yourself and move forward with grace. We all are having to constantly do that. You know, you have a clean slate every day. You just because maybe you're moving one direction, you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to not see the bigger picture right away. Sometimes it takes us a while to actually see the bigger picture in our own lives. So I'm looking into this collage here that I put together. I'm using the Night Wisdom deck here. So it's kind of like an oracle deck. And it's starting off with a lot of wisdom, the High Priestess of Water. I've got, you might not be feeling very strong right now. I've got strength upside down or blocked. And I have here a reminder. It says reminder card with fulfillment is also upside down and blocked. And so what I think you're moving from in the past, this is looking into what you're coming from, maybe some of the blocks that some of the struggles that you've had and that we've had, is not giving back to yourself properly, so that you're not fortifying your own strength. So you need to pour into yourself, and remember to really feed your soul and what that means to you. It's different from person to person, but don't lose sight of that. You can't just give it all to your goals outside of you. You have to replenish yourself. It's really important. Otherwise, you're going to deal with, I've struggled with depression my whole life. It runs in my family, especially among all the artists in my family. And I'm an artist. I'm very creative minded. That's just who I am. And I've always struggled with depression. So I have to always just keep up on it. I take medicine for it. I get outside and I do a lot of walking, kind of like going back to nature, and For me, I can tell when I'm out of balance. I've noticed this recently with winter. You know, I want to stay home and just be cozy. And I'm really wanting to get out and hike more because I feel like getting into nature, you can ground yourself. And if you're a person that's highly sensitive, and you take a lot in when you're, I know for me, if I'm in a crowd scene, I feel so depleted. Just taking in so much information. When you're a sensitive type, you take in a lot more information when just going into a public place than the average person does. So your filter system is different in your nervous system. And so if you do have that need to maybe slow down more and just to cleanse your emotional body more, or just needing to revamp yourself, recalibrate, take the time to do that. If you can maybe make a list of things that you know really help to fortify you and make that more of a priority for yourself. That would help you in the bigger picture. Well, I have the invisibility card. It's upside down. It's reversed, so it's a block. You might feel like a target right now too. I know that when you're highly empathic too, a lot of times people who happen to maybe be more narcissistic, they might target you just because you are a sensitive type. I've had that for a long time. And it's just something that what you want to buffer. Okay, so I have the individuality card coming out. The hope card is upside down, and then the honesty card. This is what's coming up. So don't lose hope. You are a true individual, and just the time to embrace who you are. So if you're dealing with difficult or toxic people in your life, go ahead and acknowledge it. A lot of times that can help just change the situation. Sometimes people don't know that they're being like that. It's really a form of when people are hurt, they hurt other people, you know, hurt people. So bring it to their attention and then take a step back, allow yourself space, allow yourself to detach, because there's going to be toxic people all the time. I mean, the world is toxic. There's no other way to say it. But what you can do is to protect your own spirit, and, you know, you can take salt baths. You can get out in nature, watch your nutrition, drink a lot of water, a lot of cleansing foods, and just maybe even put in your own environment soothing music, things that soothe you. Take time to go and get pampered. So I just really feel strongly that this is a time for self-love in order to move forward. We've got the Priestess of Fire, and what you're moving into here is a real passionate time where you're going to be having a lot of new projects that are exciting, maybe meeting new people that are exciting in your life. You're not going to put up with deceitful people anymore. The deceit card came up reversed. You're going to be able to see through that because you're taking care of yourself. When you put yourself where you need to be, in the scheme of things, you don't put up with the BS anymore. That's one thing that really starts to heal pretty fast. It's time to play. This is the playful card, and love. So you might be encountering a new romantic partnership this spring, and it's all through a sense of play. Like, do what makes you happy, you know, get out there and take the time to give yourself the space to play in your everyday life. Even when you're tending to your tasking, make it fun. I mean, you don't have to live in drudgery. It's important to remember that. I'm going to also draw a few cards before we go into the last projection here. Okay, so these are coming up. We've got 10 temptations, the 9 of the Queen of Fire and the Nine of Fire. So, and then these are reversed. This would be the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands reversed with the Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, so you might have felt like you were either being tempted by someone or you were a temptation for them. Something was tempting you, but you have turned it around. This actually could be really healthy, a healthy reversal, because a lot of times the Nine of Fire stands for I see it as anxiety, and maybe you're having less anxiety, and maybe you're also, I think, buffering your temptations better. You're not getting distracted by your temptations. Yeah, I think you're healing this. This is the Star and the Messenger of Fire. So a lot of times our sexual energy and our creative energy are very immersed. So as you heal your creative space, you're going to also heal your connections with others that have to do with any of your whole entire being will heal. Basically, you'll heal your sexuality as well. I mean, it's just part of that. Your creative energy comes from the same place. So standing your ground and carving out what's important to heal that for yourself will heal all other areas of your life as well. And especially with your motivation. Oh, this is nice. So I do sense that you're transforming, because I've got both the Queen of Fire and the King of Fire. So you are transforming your relationships, and there's going to be a lot more passion in your life. Really exciting. I think that maybe some of you will be meeting a partner that can be kind of like on your level creatively, which is really exciting because that's hard to find. And then I have the High Priestess here. Trust your intuition, holding your own emotionally, the Four of Water, and then the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles are really beautiful. I'm going to end it on that. It's a very generous energy, and it's the ability to give back from what you're, from your own abundance. So more than enough to give out and to give back. And it's like just a real gratuitous, gracious energy. So, excuse me. I apologize. You want to write down what you're grateful for. That's really important. Because the more that you're aware of that, the more you can create that. That's part of your creativity. Sorry, this lighting here is terrible. I just pretend those are stars. Okay. So thank you for liking and subscribing, and let's keep climbing clouds together. Be good to yourself and be good to others. Thank you for following Climbing Clouds.